recording.
Cool.
I'll try to ask you a question here.
Yeah.
So, tell me who you are. Don't need to just tell me your name. I don't like the city thing.
Okay. I'm David Abbott. I ski sometimes. Is it not working?
Totally windy.
Is it bad? It's pretty bad.
You can hear it totally.
Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I don't really.
Okay.
I think that's just the wind blowing across your ears with the earbuds in.
All right, go.
What do you want me to say?
Just who you are. David Abbott.
I'm David Abbott. What do you want to know about me?
That's it.
Okay.
So how did you get involved in this project?
So I got involved in this project as part of the film crew, but as time went on, I was kind of one of the only people around that Luke could ski with consistently, so we ended up becoming great ski partners and really good friends.
Say it again. Wait.
So
how did you get involved in this project?
okay. So I started on this project just as part of the filming crew, and as time went on, I got to become good backcountry partners and really good friends with Luke.
So tell me about your lunch with Luke today. When that story we were driving up, you were talking about when you moved here about skiing.
Oh, yeah. Are you sure it's the sound, or is it just the wind across your ear?
Keep going.
Okay. So when I first moved to the Wasatch, the Pfeiffer horn was one of the things that I had planned to ski eventually. And now with this project, I skied all 3 big lines off of it within the past couple winters, and I don't think that's something I would have ever done on my own.
Tell me that story again. Just repeat it. So
yeah.
Just relax. It's all right.
I'm trying to keep things short.
It's all right. Don't try to keep it short. Just talk.
Okay.
Just tell me the story.
Cool. So when I first moved to the Wasatch, I had planned to I'd learned about the mountains, and that sounds dumb.
No. What you said is when I first moved to here, I looked in. I checked when I was checking out skiing in the Wasatch. When I first was checking out skiing in the Wasatch.
Okay. So when I first moved to the Wasatch, learning about the mountains, the Pfeiffer horn was one of the things I had set as a goal for myself to ski eventually. That would be like my big goal. And now because of this project, I've skied all 3 big lines off the top, and I don't think that's something I would have done on my own without this. I can kind of elaborate more on that kind of stuff.
I was trying to. It was definitely the wind noise that's gone now. So, where were we? So tell me about the early mornings, like skiing with it, like the dangers and like what, like how dangerous was it?
Early mornings. It's been a lot of early mornings working on this, but I always say getting up early to dawn patrol and to get some of these lines is a game of who's gonna bail first. And doesn't matter who it is, if one of you does, you both lose. But it makes it worth it. It makes it worth it to get up early, even if you hate it at first. At the end of the day, you're gonna feel a lot better about what you've done.
Tell me a little bit about skiing Lisa Falls.
So Lisa Falls, Lisa Falls is probably the longest line in the shooting gallery. We got up at 4 in the morning. It involves about 6-hour hike just to get to the top of it, and that's where you start to ski down. It involves some chute skiing up top, some rappelling in the middle with waterfalls, a lot of mixed climbing in the middle.
How are ski boots to climb in?
Ski boots suck for climbing in. Putting your ski boots on a granite slab that you would love to climb in your rock shoes is not so enjoyable in ski boots.
Does Gore-Tex really work when you're swimming in a creek?
It sort of works. It works as well as it can.
Repeat the question.
Yeah, Gore-Tex is important.
So tell me about a moment like you're like, oh fuck, why am I fucking doing this? But like what like there's had to have been a couple
in the middle of Lisa Falls. While we were setting up the rappel, we were setting up our primary and secondary anchors, and our secondary anchor was just a piton that we had tried to hammer into the rock with a ski pole, and Luke goes to test it, and he says to Dylan, "Hey, I don't think this thing's really gonna work," and he yanks on it and falls like 5 feet basically onto the primary anchor, and that was kind of like a big whoa moment, because right behind him was about 80-foot drop down the waterfall. So that moment, it's never fun to see your friends put in those kinds of dangerous positions. Yeah, sometimes it's like when you're skiing with a partner that you're pretty close with, it's almost like it's tough to even get into that position in the first place, because you wonder, am I dragging this person into danger, or is this guy dragging me into danger? But I don't know, I think through this whole thing, at least for me, this has definitely been a way to push my skiing beyond anywhere I would have pushed it on my own.
So how important are people in pushing you? Like,
yeah, getting out there and skiing with people who have more knowledge than you pushes you and makes you better at the end of the day. Yeah, I think.
So you're talking about like the rock climbing. How, like, this is just not normal skiing. Tell us about, hey, how is this not normal, and why, like, how much mountaineering skills versus ski skills, like what kind of skills do you need to even attempt this?
Yeah, so I would say coming in for me myself.
Yeah, repeat the questions.
Yeah. To get these lines done, you need a certain level of backcountry experience, avalanche awareness, and mountaineering skills. A lot of these lines are more mountaineering than they are skiing. For myself, coming into this project, I had little to no mountaineering experience. I've done very little outdoor rock climbing. The only rappels I had done were off the top of a route after climbing it. I'd never set my own anchors. I'd never been responsible for everything involved in getting down these precarious spots. So for me, this project's been a way to learn a lot more new skills when it comes to mountaineering and rappelling and getting home safe.
So how many times did you guys like not go ski because you were? I mean, I know last year was a great year and we were really lucky, but like, was there times like, hey, this is not it, we can't do it, not yet?
Yeah, there were a few days that we had planned to go ski one objective, and the weather was just too warm, or the snowpack was going to be sketchy for that day. So we'd go and reassess and say, okay, we're going to ski something different today.
So was the danger always, I mean, did you guys dwell on it? Is it always
we would always talk about the dangers. We always talk about the dangers before getting on it, I guess.
So maybe just say something like the dangers are